Hello everyone, I'm super excited to introduce this channel to you. In this channel, we will try to link economic policies and related factors with our day-to-day lives. The idea behind this channel is to break down the bigger economic jargon, simplify that so that all of us can really link these economic policies and the major changes which are happening around us and see how will they link with our own lives in the short term as well as in the fairly long term. Talking about the content and what to expect on this channel in the coming weeks, months, and years, I see 3 or 4 broad categories. The first concept is that economics is not an alien topic or a subject. It is something which is going to impact all of us. Think about it. What are the main things which are monetary in nature and which bothers you the most? Doesn't it start with the monthly paycheck that we receive? Or how much money do we save? And then how does this money grow over a period of time? And lastly, how all these financial resources, money that we accumulate over our lifetime influences the quality of our life that we are currently living or expect to live in the future. Now, if you think all of these things which are so important to us are significantly impacted by the economic policies and the decisions which are being taken on our behalf. They are impacted by these economic factors 24/7, every time, every day, and in multiple ways. So, one set of videos will be about these linkages and to clarify these linkages, how all these things are linked to each other and what we hear in the news, how to link it back into impact it is going to have on our lives. Now, the second set of videos that you will find on this channel is about breaking the jargon related to economics. And economics is a field which has a fairly bad reputation when it comes to jargon. So, all these terms, whether it is public debt, printing money, quantitative easing, money supply in terms of M1, M2, M3 types of money, currency swaps, options, currency devaluations, all these terms are complex enough to confuse or overwhelm anyone who is new to this field. So, our approach here will be to simplify them, take them one at a time, put it out in a simple way, keep it fairly short so that you can absorb these things one at a time and continue this journey where you become more and more comfortable with these terms. The third category of videos that you will find on this channel is about countering the massive misinformation that politicians are spreading across the world. They are promising free supply of candies to the grown-ups. Metaphorically, let's say these candies are something that all these grown-ups also want. So these are promises like blanket loan waivers. So whoever took the loan, there's no need to pay back. Then there are thoughts like we will tax the richest so as to support all of these policies that we are talking about: free electricity, free medical, free education, everything subsidized, and all these ideas that people float around. So their second big bucket is the taxation and how they get it all wrong. Essentially, it is about promising free money. And more than free money, if you think about it, they are actually promising the public the moon. And we all know what happens to those kind of promises. So this whole idea of free money is something which is worth countering. And throughout videos, we will try to say how these ideas are impractical and how, if you think holistically, these ideas are outrightly dangerous. And these are the ideas which impacts the poor the most. So they are sold as if they are going to help and support the poor. But these are the ideas which impacts and hits the poor the most. We'll give multiple examples that we've seen throughout the history of nations and mankind to counter this misinformation which is being spread in the society. So on one side we have these politicians selling the moon, and on the other side we have the central banks who are just indulged in their own jargon. So these are the people who know what the ground reality is. They know why they are forming the policies the way they are forming it. And they know very well that there is no free money in this world. However, these guys are too involved in their own world. And because of this whole jargon and the distance, it is very difficult for these guys to really communicate with the public. And this is where economics is for everyone comes into picture. So our idea is to bridge this gap, to counter this misinformation, and to distill the economic policy that the central banks are actually following and have been following throughout all these decades. So that's where we fit. Lastly, and very importantly, we will talk about the fallacies. Fallacy is a statement which sounds perfectly all right when you hear it for the first time, but it is inherently a false statement. To give a very rough example, let's say if I say that my firm is making less revenues and hence to double my revenue, I will double my product price. It's a very naive argument, and obviously you can say that it's a false argument. If your sales are going down and you double your price, you won't double your revenue. Maybe your revenue will simply tank. And this is a fallacy. This is an example of a fallacy. This was a fairly simple fallacy to detect, but trust me, there are many fallacies which are doing round in and around the world that we see. And these are established economic fallacies. Many authors have already countered them. But our idea will be again to simplify all those work and research papers and to distill it and present it to you and counter most of these fallacies. So this was a brief overview on what to expect on this channel. If you have seen this video till now, I'm sure that you are also excited about these topics. So my sincere request to you will be to click on the subscribe button so that you are with us in this journey. Beyond subscription also, I request all of you to please use the comment section. Let us know about the kind of topics that you would like us to follow. It is great to have you guys here. Thanks a lot for watching, and once again, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you.